Hello and welcome to Wednesdays with WE. This is episode number 11. As always, I would remind you that you can watch all the earlier episodes on the handles of Sportstar and the Hindu. For those who are joining us for the first time, subscribe for this channel, press the like button, and also send in your comments because we always would like to know what it is that you think of our show and also what it is that you would like to see in the future episodes. My guest on this episode is one who's been always colorful. He's extremely popular even today, but make no mistake about it. When he had a ball in his hands, he was a magician because he was brilliant in terms of making the ball seam. And he's been a part of the World Cup winning teams in both formats, the T20 and the 50 O's as well. It's my pleasure to present to you Shantakumar and Sreesanth. Sreesanth,
Thank you,
welcome to
sir.
the show. How have you been?
Very good, sir. Thank you. Great to be here. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to share some humble experience with you. So thank you very much.
So you're in Dubai. What takes you to Dubai to start off with?
Sir, I'm very much shifted my base to Dubai. Since my retirement, I'm here. My family will be moving in March. So I live here and, come to Kochi pretty often. But yeah, very much here, sir. And training here. And once the retirement is done, so I'm playing all these leagues now. So I just played the Legends Cup, did reasonably well. So now I'll be playing Abu Dhabi T10 in November, and then there is Lanka Premier League and Nepal Premier League. So yeah, and then again the Legends League in March in Oman. So I'm very much here, sir.
You sure know how to be busy.
No, God's been kind. I wasn't busy for 3-4 years, and then obviously movies and entertainment side TV kept me busy. But then now once I'm back on the field, I want to make sure I am much more focused than I used to be. So I think Dubai is a place where you can set your own pace, and yeah, when you're at home, you've got so many things to do. Here, you can actually do the time management pretty well.
Okay, we'll get to all that. Let's go back to the start. You had a very unique talent. When did you discover it?
Sir, I used to play cricket under 13 onwards for state, and I was leg spinner first to start with, and when I played the under 19 state, I got a hat trick against Karnataka bowling fast. I should really thank our coaches and especially my elder brother who was much more faster than me. So I only wanted to bowl faster than him. And thanks to Trini Honan because he made it to the MRF Peace Foundation, and that got me believing that okay, if Trinidad can play for India, going to MRF Peace Foundation, maybe I should switch to fast bowling very professionally. And I did ask him a couple of times, but he was like, "Mone, fast bowling in the mandal, leg spin is better. You will get more wickets." So he was like that. But then, luckily, Shekhar sir, T.A. Shekhar, I have to be really grateful to T.A. Shekhar sir and the complete Chennai league. I told you earlier also before the show, because that Chennai cricket taught me, the discipline and the proper professionalism. And I still remember the competitiveness in me came in when I was actually carrying water for Globetrotters. Because when you're not playing, a lot of youngsters nowadays hate to carry water, but then I kind of enjoyed carrying water because there was such legends playing for the team. Even when you're playing against the Kemplas or even when you play against any other team for that matter, they were all legends playing, and I learned so much from them. I'm so grateful that that's my start, sir. I mean, I'll be honest. That is how I started believing that yes, if they can, I can, and it's just a matter of time and be patient.
Now, you say you started as a leg spinner, then you became a fast bowler. I've seen a lot of boys who started off as fast bowlers struggle to have the wrist position that you had. Did it come to you naturally or someone taught you to do it?
Sir, Swami Sharanaya Satyama, if I have to think about it, a lot of interviews, yes, for stylish, I've said, yes, I've worked really, really hard on my wrist and stuff. But I mean, God's been extremely kind, sir. Maybe the leg spinner, I could use my wrist really well because maybe from under 9 onward, under 10, I used to use, but not most of the fast bowlers just hold it and just bowl. But I was used to this wrist position anyways. It was just a matter of rather than this, and if you really see my seam position also, I don't really keep the seam for in or out. I just release it and I only change my wrist slightly. Later stages, I remember Sahir Bhai was actually showing me how he does. He locks the wrist and now. In fact, I was doing it naturally. I was just. I think I have to thank Shekhar sir and Dennis Lee sir in MRF, and they never changed me. They wanted one thing I remember is I was very. I'm sure you remember I was fortunate to get couple of at in Chennai leagues, and even the first year one day tournament India Bank versus Globetrotters. I remember I got a hat trick and the batsman Anna was talking to me and he said, "Sri, reverse பண்ணும்போது மச்சான் கரெக்டா சீனு தான் வருது." So it was like even when I bowl, if you want to bowl reverse swing, it has to be in seam. So sir, I'm just grateful that not many coaches changed my action. Not many coaches asked me to change my wrist position, and I still believe even like they compare my wrist position to legends. I am just grateful, sir. I say it just came naturally to me, maybe because I shifted from leg spin to fast bowling.
Thanks for being honest, Sreesanth.
Honestly, sir, because in a lot of interviews when they ask, I say, yeah, a lot of hard work. And even when I went to NCA, we have started these exercises and all. I mean, all that doesn't work that way. Sometimes, yes, Mahesh Singh sir, under 19 coach, you must be knowing Mahesh Singh sir from Hyderabad, who used to open with Gavaskar sir in Visi Trophy and all that. So even for banks. So I remember even Sir has told about you also. You used to all play together in the banks and stuff. So played a lot of tournaments. So Mahesh Singh sir is somebody maybe I should be grateful too, because I remember he told me to hold the cricket ball wherever you go, especially when you lay down. Maybe this exercise is something which I did. Maybe laying down and just throwing it and keep on bowling it in the wrist. But I think a lot of people do it. Sir. I mean, but I think the best answer is Swami Saranayappa sir.
Okay, 4 seasons in first class cricket. Then you got picked for the Indian team. Just run us through the emotions you felt as you set your foot into the Indian dressing room.
Sure, I was first of all, really grateful that at that point of time I could play this Challenger Trophy for India B under Robinson sir. I remember playing that tournament and winning the Man of Series, getting Sachin Paji to. I got Yuvraj Singh. Most of the good wickets, Vivek Lakshman, Gautam Gambhir. So I started believing, and I have to really thank Indian Airlines just before that, because I played a lot of tournaments, like all these legends, like the way I told about Chennai leagues. I played in Delhi summer cricket tournaments for almost 3 seasons for Indian Airlines, and that also really helped me. I played a lot of matches there. So when I came to the Challenger, I was prepared for that match, and when I came to the Indian dressing room, I can't really thank an individual person. I was just grateful for all the opportunities I got. And I remember the first day in Indian team. I think, as you also know, I mean, that first day is very, even now it's very special, because Tendulkar Paji giving me the cap. All I wanted to do was to meet Sachin Tendulkar. I used to literally fill up Boost is the secret of mine. The Boost company is the ad to have breakfast with him. And I ended up getting him out and playing for the country, and he giving me the one-day cap. So that was in Nagpur, October 25th, 2005. And the first 3 overs against Sri Lanka, Jayasuriya Attapattu on strike. First ball in the international cricket to Jayasuriya in 2005 at his peak. I ran and bowled at 140, but released at 110. The first ball I ever bowled in international cricket was 110 kilometer with the full effort. Oh man, Satyama sir. Base Pata. I said, in fact, he went for a pull shot. He played the pull shot and then the ball hit his ribs. So ball came so slow, and Irfan came running from fine leg and said, Shri, relax. It's just another match in Chennai, just another match for Indira, just another match for Kerala. Don't think so much. And Tendulkar Paji also came up to me and he said, you deserve to be here. Keep believing. So I'm so grateful this small pep talks, when someone, sometimes, especially when we play from our side of the country, you don't really get that much push and support. But I was just lucky that I played in Chennai League as well as Delhi League, and even for Bharat Petroleum towards, in Mumbai League. So all these 3 leagues, all the legends used to play. So I think they did welcome me really well, sir. So when you ask me, I am just even now I'm excited about that first match. I will not forget that match because I think Irfan opened for India for the first time in a one day, also scored some 90, and Tendulkar Faji scored 100 in that match, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Tell me, since then you've seen a lot of life. Being an emotional person like you are, is it a disadvantage?
Sir, now when I look back, I don't have regrets, but yes, if I am coaching somebody, I will surely say emotional intelligence and emotional knowledge of that cricketer or even any sports person, especially if it is a live sport, which is your life. We should be taught at a very young age of to take care of your emotions. Show your emotions, but you should. The maturity comes from experience, but an experienced coach or experienced like an elder brother can easily guide an international sports person much before he plays international. So maybe that I didn't have, and I will not say regret, but yes, now I try and help these Kerala cricketers and who I meet. It's better to control your emotions the best way and show it in the ground in performance than yes. A lot of people told me, but nobody told me how to get it done because I think it should be molded really well from a very young age. And you know how I played in Chennai League also, sir. I was in MRF base under
You
Dennis Lee,
know,
sir.
lot of people have had these issues. Not that only you are guilty of it. There's nothing to be, guilty about or feel bad about. It's all these things you learn by experience. Now let's get to the World Cup in 2007. New format, new captain, young team. What was the general mood?
It was very good because there was no fear of failure then because we already lost the 2007 World Cup. I think nobody will speak so honestly. In fact, 2007 World Cup, we lost the 50 over World Cup and I was part of it. Irfan was part of it. And the comedy factor is that we both didn't play the NatWest Trophy, which was in England in the same year. We both were dropped and we both were picked for the 2007 World Cup. It was more like, okay, chalo yaar, let them also go and have fun. So it was more like a team which was selected to maybe lose the World Cup. And I remember Niranjan sir also didn't really wanted India to go for that World Cup because they never believed in a T20 format. And when we reached South Africa, I clearly remember in Durban, we were underrated so badly. We were compared to Zimbabwe team and said Zimbabwe got a much better team and a much better fielding set than India. And it was in I think Esport in South Africa. And I remember that Dhoni bhai's comment, "Ah, ठीक है जो बोलना है बोलने दो यार हमें तो हमें तो खेलना है." We never thought about spoke about winning or losing. We just said let's go and play. Let's go and play and have experience because the legends were not there. The top three were not the Trimurtis of India: Sachin Paji, Tendulkar, Ganguly, and Dravid opted to stay out. Saeed Khan didn't turn up, so we were a very young side. And Dhoni had this immense, how do I say, belief in that youngsters. The belief system was more like, "Kya hoga? It will be an experience. It will be tajurba." So I think I clearly remember Venkatesh Prasad, the Venki Anna, Robin sir, Lalsan sir, and the entire bunch. We were there, and but we were really disciplined. I remember on the first day when we landed itself, we had gone for the beach run. We had gone, Dhoni and even the trainer. We remember King. Everybody made sure we follow certain routines of the jet lag, and we didn't take it that easy. Even though we were just going to their play, but we had a proper training session. We never missed any. Even when it was drizzling, I remember we were doing that ball out, which really helped. So we were very I think well planned team in 2007. Surely,
Tell me, I'm curious, what made Dhoni go for Uthappa in the bowl out against
sir,
Pakistan?
he was so good. He was so good in hitting the stumps. If you really see, I was struggling. RP was struggling because we were bowling out swingers and he was bowling those in swingers in, and it was actually bouncing over the stumps. Even when we were bowling on the stump line because of the bounce in Durban or in Johannesburg, it was actually bouncing over the stump. We had to bowl literally over pitch. And in a T20 format, because even before going to the World Cup, I was training a lot in one single wicket in Kochi, where you don't bowl that up with the new ball also in a T20. So the length which we bowl in those conditions were actually going over the top. And literally the way I tell Robbie is, "Yaar, you bowl over pitch, so it was easier for you." So I think he was hitting In fact, he hit, I think, 99 balls out of 100 when we did the practice. Virubai hit the balls, hit the wickets very much. So me, Irfan were the last two to bowl. Luckily, those three hits.
It was really, a surprise to see Uthappa do that. But again, the thing was, do you think assessing his fellow cricketers was the biggest asset Dhoni had?
Absolutely, and street smart, sir. I mean, the way I say is, the plan which he made was there in the ground. It is not like a huge team meeting and you decide, yeah, or karega, this guy will bowl in this over. Let me bring this guy at this time. He will go into bat at this. No, he just went with his intuition, and even you have worked with him, so he is just so good in. I think he's got a strong intuition and the belief system which he believes in, and that is one of the reasons. Even when you look at the last over where Jogi Bhai got the bowling, a lot of people talk about why Joginder Sharma bowled the last over. The way I say is, he knows Joginder Sharma even from ONGC days and Indian Airlines days where he played a lot of matches. So I think Dhoni Bhai, even though he took those intuition decisions, he knew exactly what he's doing, and he had this immense faith in those cricketers. Even when he used to come and give the ball to me, he used to say, Sri, get the wicket. He was not saying save the runs. I don't remember a single match where he came up to me and said, runs nahi dana. He always said, go for the wickets, go get me the wickets. So I remember one match that I'll share it with you because he was a street smart. AB de Villiers was batting, and he was a big name at that point of time, even later. But in 2007 World Cup, he was just making a lot of waves just before the World Cup, and youngster to watch out for. And when AB de Villiers came into bat, I did get him LBW. So I appealed and it was not given. It was plump. So when I walked back, I remember the conversation, and Dhoni Bhai was saying, "Arey, ek baar wahi dal." So bowl that ball once again. So I was more like, the way I said is, go for the wickets. Don't try and save that run. Don't worry, you will get him out again. So he was more of a who used to always tell what he sees, and he only saw success. I think that's what his biggest plus point is, that he visualizes, he manifests only success. I think.
You performed superbly in South Africa, 2006 was it? And you thrilled everybody with the way you bowled. Somehow, that kind of magic you couldn't recreate later on. What do you think happened?
Oh, very difficult question to answer because I did the same routine, same preparations literally every game since I think under 19 days to the last game. Even for the legends, yes, maybe the lengths which I bowled for a one day and the test were something which I had to work on. Only when I went and played the county season in 2009 for Warwickshire, when I worked and I played and I bowled a lot of overs. I keep telling all these Kerala boys also now, even the players who I meet in Indian cricket, that you should go and play a lot of matches, either in Chennai, either in Delhi or in county. You have to go and bowl a lot of overs. They spend so much of time in the gym, and maybe the focus of being in the ground, in my view, I think I played more or less matches. Sir. I think when you end up playing for the country, you don't really play a lot of company matches or your street matches. I think in one way, every time when somebody gets injured or anything, they go back and play and then they come back. So they are ready. But in our times, I remember, yeah, maybe when you ask me, I think if I think about it, nobody asked me this. So I think that is the answer, sir. I think we played a lot of cricket when we play for the country, when we played before we played for the country. And once you play for the country, you are occupied with so many other things. You do practice, you do training and all that, but we don't play as many matches as you play uh, before you play for the country. So maybe that's one of the reason you don't find that rhythm in first two, three matches. Then by the time you get the rhythm, that series is over. Yeah, this is not an excuse, but I think when I fall back, I think that is one of the reason, maybe one reason, one thing which the future bowlers or especially bowlers, even the batsmen can focus on not missing the first class matches. I think that is one way of keeping your rhythm going, because as a sports person, you only have about 15, 20 years of cricket left in them. So and the manipulations which they do with the advertisements, and you're busy doing shoots, you're busy doing appearances. So instead of being on the ground, you are thinking, okay, I have anyway Indian practice we have 3 to 4 days before the tournament, so why I will be ready. So it doesn't work that way, I think.
You did well in South Africa. Australian pitches are bouncy. England pitches offer a lot of lateral movement.
Lateral
But
movement.
injuries played spoil sport, didn't it? You
Yes,
missed
sir.
the Australian
I did.
tour
I
for
missed out.
injury,
Yeah.
and then the England tour as well later on. That was a
Yes.
little bit of a dampener,
I,
wasn't
I,
it?
I agree, sir. I agree because I remember 2006 South African series, and I told long back. I'm not sure whether you ever heard it or maybe you read it, because I was honest, very honest in that interview with, I think, Stars. I think I think Sportstar itself. I think Vijay Lokpuli sir spoke to me on that, and I did say I carried South Africa to England. I forgot even the balls change, even the conditions change. I had that immense confidence of 2006 being the man of series there and getting so many wickets in 3 matches, 18 wickets in test matches. When I came to the first test match in 2007 England series, we won the series. I started performing only after the third test. And one of the reason is, I think it is one is overconfidence, and you know you just think that okay, you just walk into the ground and you get wickets. It doesn't happen that way. And in Lords, I was playing for the first time, and that slight difference, because outswing, even when I was bowling on the middle stump line, the batsmen were literally leaving, saying, "I trust your swing." So it took some time for me to even analyze. I think I didn't do a proper. There's no shame in saying, but yes, the first test I clearly remember I got 3 wickets, but then those 3 wickets were, I think, the tailenders and one of Collingwood. Otherwise, I didn't get wickets in Lords. And being an outswing bowler and being a seam bowler with lateral movement, I should have got five for surely in those wickets with my ability to bowl. But I was trying too much and thinking that okay, I have to just run in and bowl in Lords and we'll get wickets. It was just overconfidence, I think. Otherwise, after that, next match onwards, I was bowling well. I got 3-3-3 like that, and ended up winning the series in the last. I think that we won the Indian series in 2007. So after that series, yeah, after that series, I got injured and I had a stress fracture, L2 stress fracture. Then it just kept on going, and I didn't, I didn't get diagnosed properly. And after the I fell down in India versus Pakistan match on my right shoulder, and I had a labrum tear where I got a 4 wicket against Pakistan in Jaipur, and then I got a labrum tear. Then I missed the complete Test series of Australia, and then when I come back to CB series, by the time, and we won the CB series, I think I got quite a good performance there. I was bowling fast after my labrum tear. Thanks to Ayurvedic, sir. I shouldn't be degrading medical science here, but then I went to Ayurvedic center because I was asked to do surgery on my right shoulder, but I didn't do it. Then I had a small, then IPL 2008. I made I think I was the highest Indian wicket taker. I was having the purple cap till the last game, and then Shane Moon and Sohail Tanvir got 3-3 each, and they got the purple cap.
Talking of
So after that,
IPL,
I got.
talking of IPL, you'll have mixed feelings about it, isn't it? It's globally a big brand. It's something that people look forward to playing and also watching as spectators. IPL, what do you think? Mixed feelings?
Sir, in the the best thing I can say is yes. Now IPL is BCCI, so the mixed feeling also. I'll just say it's doing a great thing, but in my view, I'm sure you will agree to it. I am old school. I come from old school. I am brought up that way. IPL should be, how do I say, the first class cricket or the Indian cricket standard of cricket. Yes, it has really helped a lot of youngsters to know how to. They can observe the players and learn from the IPL, dressing room and all that. That's what they say. But I say is that the respect towards the seniors. I'm not talking about senior junior wala, but I'm talking about the respect for some cricketer who's already done well for your country goes down when he plays for the IPL's franchise, because the most of the cricketers, when they come and see these superstars, and then when they go back to first class, they behave like they have played 100 test matches. So that's something which I don't really appreciate. I think the youngsters should still respect even the first class cricketers. I remember me, and even when Sunil Oasis or Ananda Padmanabhan Chetan used to come, we used to be not scared, very respectful for that person, because they are playing first class, yeah, and the amount of respect the level of cricket was also different. The standard of cricket, as international cricket and IPL is now, we have to be really grateful that the standard is so gone high and BCCI is ruling the world, and a lot of foreign cricketers, including the umpires, are scared of us because before they used to be aggressive. Now we can be so aggressive, they will be quiet. They're all quiet. So in one way, the plus points are, yes, it's good to see foreign cricketers going down to us. But then when it comes to the other side, I think it's got a lot of opportunities for job opportunities for umpires, for us, television rights, everything. But then when it comes to the respect of the game, it's gone down. So I'm surely that's why I know that's why you asked the mixed feeling. The mixed feeling is for
Let's leave aside the cricketing injuries and also loss of form. Uh, is there any merit to the statement that Sreesanth had a tendency to get distracted easily?
not really, sir. Not really. I will not agree to the fact. I only did things which never got distracted. I will only say, I did things which I love the most, and I don't think I've never missed a training session. I never. I don't see me missing any sessions with the gym sessions or even whatever it is. I never got distracted. As the media did create that fact, but as I kept myself occupied. Even now, if you look at all the youngsters who's playing, then they should be written distraction number one, number two, number three, number four. Since 2013, 14, the youngsters who've been playing. If you talk about aggression, I was on. I think I was questioned every single moment, even if I looked into somebody's eyes. So no, not sir. I was never distracted. It's just that I loved my life, and I used to always enjoy that every moment. I never questioned my decisions. Never.
I take the liberty of asking you another hard question. Are
Sure.
you a guy naturally who want to do different things, or did you want to be seen as a different guy?
No, I think I'm by nature. I did things differently. I think so. Not because of trying to impress anybody. A lot of people did say about he's trying to impress people. No, not really. I'm just being me. Even now when I'm doing this interview since last, even when I had the toughest of phase in my life, all I did is something which I always live by is, um, you should rule your struggling phase. A person who struggles is better than a person who never attempts. And I come from kind of a Nair family in Kochi, and except me, nobody played sport in my family. All are artistic and into arts. And if you really ask me, that artistic side really took care of my kids and my family and my parents in the last 6 7 years, and especially in the last 9 years because of the entertainment side. So I will never call. Whenever I had an opportunity to dance, I danced. Whenever I had an opportunity to sing, I sang. I really never took the artist side of mine from my life, and that has really provided bread and butter for the family in the last 10 years. So during cricket days, whenever I got an opportunity to play piano, I used to play the piano. Whenever I used to go out, I used to go and dance. I used to have my own time. Whenever I used to have, but not because of trying to impress or not trying. It was just me. I played. I did my schooling in Bangalore, and in Bangalore, I don't not say Bangalore culture, but yes, I was in Florence Public School, Nagar, and that's something which you used to do. I mean, it's not when you are successful or when you are a failure, you go and be happy. You try to be happy no matter what the situation is. So I found happiness in the smallest and tiniest of details, and that really helped me, sir. Especially the music and acting side of it, yes, has really helped me now. So I will not say I was not. Yes, I did some. I did things differently for sure. I always believed you don't need to follow. Um, yeah, don't be on the highway. You can surely find better ways.
Okay, back to cricket. What do you think the Indian pacers should be doing in Australia in this World Cup?
So I think first and foremost is that faith and the belief system, and that comes from work ethics. And I'm very confident they have done enough work ethics. You got to bowl those fifth stump yorkers, and I'm not a huge fan of keeping the third man in and keeping long off, or deep into wicket. I think if you have faith and you're playing for a country, for God's sake, you got to have that immense belief that okay, I'm going to hit that target. I'm going to hit them all the time. It's not just Malinga or Bumrah in the world. everybody, if they can, you can. You should have that faith in you and run in and bowl those. You don't need a batsman in the nets. Even after the net session or even before the net session, you can have a couple of shoes kept where you want to bowl, and just even if they are moving around, just bowl those Yorkers where they are moving. The Yorkers can change, the line and length might change, but when the batsman is moving, even you can still bowl those Yorkers where they move. Me at 40 was doing at Legends Cup at 130 plus. So why not these youngsters? I'm very confident they can easily do it. It's just a matter of when you're at the mark, top of the mark. I'm sure, sir, you'll agree of your thoughts. So many cricketers, when you're at the mark, don't be in doubt. My request to any bowler who is watching this is don't ever doubt your ability. Whether you're a batsman, bowler, fielder, if you doubt, you're done. Don't ever think twice. Oh, what if? No. Only plan A, plan A, plan A, and just go and do it. You're playing for the country, and don't put that as a pressure. Go and enjoy cricket. Pressure is. I used to love cricket, sir. I mean, even now when I played Legends, they were saying, "Why you're taking so much stress?" No, it's just the way I play. It's not stress. I just love to play cricket, and I love to even whether it. You have to enjoy. You got to enjoy that rhythm. You got to enjoy the air in your hair or face. You run in hard. You look at one sport. In fact, when you're in rhythm, when you're in a blank space, you have to just tell yourself Yorker and you actually bowl Yorkers.
You're a part of the successful T20 side, the 50 overs side. How difficult is it to bowl different formats? What adjustments do you make?
Sir, maybe off cricket, like off the field, when it comes to training in the gym, training in the when you do the off season training and in season training, they might change. But when it comes to bowling in different tracks, might change. But when it comes to the format, I think I always believe a good ball, a good middle stump pitching, going away, good if you can swing the ball. I mean, you should swing the ball. You're playing for the country. That's why you're selected. If you're hitting the seam and making the ball move or ball move in, you should stick to the simple basic thing and have faith with the new ball. That is just 2 overs. You can easily swing the ball for sure in the first 4 overs. Set the field for that ball, wicket taking ball, not where the run goes. If you're keeping the fielder where the ball run goes, I think it's a different uh, mindset altogether. It's all about mindset. I think no matter what the format, when you are practicing, it starts. I think my day, sir. I'm sure you will agree with it. Anybody's day doesn't start tomorrow; it starts today. So when you go to bed, like today evening is the preparation. So what I do today in the net session or what I do in a gym session, what I eat. Sometimes in a test match, I remember 48 hours before you do carb loading you have to have proper protein intake. You have to have a proper dietitian. So a lot of people don't follow it, like don't have oily food in a T20 game because you might be lethargic. So many things when it comes to nutrition. And now when we were playing, we still were just getting to know about nutrition, dietitian, doctors. Now they have everything in them. It's so easy to be fit throughout the season, and it's so easy to play all the three formats. And everybody is complaining about over matches. Sir, you also know when you are not playing for the country, you're playing for the club. When you're not playing for the club, you're in the nets practicing. When you're not in the club, you're running in the ground. Nowadays, youngsters, what are they doing? They're not doing nothing. They're still getting injured. And they blame they are playing too many matches. They are not playing too many matches. They should be grateful. They're playing so many matches which people are actually watching. So I think on all the three formats, it's about the mindset. So for me, yes, as I said in T20s, and now I'm playing Abu Dhabi T10. So it's about those, delivering those Yorkers at will. The places might change, but you have to deliver, and even the variations that comes not on the match, sir. I think that comes from the practice and a lot of other days. On the match day, you should back yourself up when you're at the mark. Yes, this is my field. This is what I'll bowl, and this is how I'm good. And you have to visualize. Same way the batsman visualizes hitting a batsman or scoring runs, the bowlers have to visualize, and the visualization is the key to any format. I think it's about the belief system and the work ethics. And the most important is that when you are standing there, please don't doubt and don't stop listening to a lot of people saying this format, that format, this format. It's just a cricket ball in your hand. just go run in, enjoy that, and get that batsman out.
Playing the finals, to the winning finals in both the formats, will go down as the highlights of your career.
Yes, sir. When it comes to cricket career, yes, it has the highlight. When it comes to sports, yes, absolutely. Winning the World Cup couple of times, I think I'm the only Indian fast bowler to win both the formats. I'm just blessed. I'm grateful. But yeah, I should have surely done much better in 2011 if I had much more prepared. No excuses, but yeah, I'm just fortunate. And but I think I'll say that the first match I played in Nagpur, which we started the interview. I think that is surely one of the very best days of my life when I got that Indian cap. And I will surely say, March when I got the test call and when I played that test match wearing whites, you will surely understand. Nowadays, parents or youngsters might not understand, but playing that test, I remember my dad saying, "If you are not playing a test match, you are not a cricketer." It's not about test cricketer. If you don't play a test, you are not a cricketer. So that's what my dad said. So those 2 days are very close to me. And yes, sir, one more thing, World Cup is, yes, it's highlighted and it's a huge thing for the country. But me playing under the lights of Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Kochi, if you ask me pick one moment in my entire career, what is it when it comes to cricket? It's me, mom, dad, and everybody watching me in that stadium, sir. And in Kochi Stadium, around 267 tickets were uh, collected by me just before the game and given to my family, my cousins, my friends. They flew from across the globe, US to Australia, to everybody came to Kochi, and I got the wicket on the second over. Matt Pryor out, caught behind. I think that cheer which I got in Kochi, I cannot compare that to any World Cup victories. I think that was the
I'm not
best.
surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Life has dealt you lovely cards, some lovely cards, a few wild cards. What are the three top lessons you learned in life?
Uh, First and foremost, be very, very grateful, sir. I'm grateful for the opportunities. I think that's the best lesson I've earned. In fact, I've earned that being grateful, gratitude. Second lesson for sure, you know, always we got stop blaming. Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop blaming your uh, selectors, coaches. I mean, even as an youngster, even I have blamed. Oh, they didn't select me or whatever. So I think you should never blame your circumstances or the opportunities which are given. Never blame. That is true. And third thing is always love God. Don't fear God. Love God. Don't fear God. Whatever the decisions they give you and the opportunities, take it as an opportunity. When a difficult situation is there, it's a solution. So that's what I said. The best lesson is always love God and love yourself. Yeah.
If you wake up tomorrow as a 23-year-old Sreesanth, what will you do differently?
Well, something this three lessons I will apply from the day one, and I will listen to the captain more often. I will
Okay.
never set my field. Never set my field. I should do what I
You,
used to do in Chennai, sir. Sandip sir and Jagat sir used to say, "This is your field ball." Okay, I'll say, "Okay, fine, done."
you made a foray into politics. It was not successful. Will we see Srishant having another spell in politics?
Politics, I don't know, sir, because I'm based here and I'm doing a lot of entertainment side also because after retirement, I just did a Tamil movie. It was a hit. Kathuvathukul and Kadal. I did a movie in Tamil with Vijay
Okay.
Sethupathi and all. So I'm doing another project now. I will be in movies as well as playing the leagues, T10 and Abu Dhabi's and Legends Cup. I will be playing the Lenga League and cricket and entertainment, which is the movie. Politics, yes, I'm helping a lot of people, sir, and not now, sir. I'm only 40. Maybe when I'm 50, I'll take up politics again.
No, you are handsome. That's no doubt at all. But playing in the hot sun in the UAE and wanting to be a movie star, will it mix and match well? The
It's okay, sir.
tan,
I'm the villain. I
complexion.
play the villain, not the hero.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks a lot for your time. It was
Pleasure,
lovely
the pleasure.
to meet you. In fact, it was ages since I saw you, and lovely to hear from you. And really appreciate for readily agreeing to be on the show.
Thank you, sir.
Wish you all the very best in the future.
And I must tell everybody who's watching this show. I was, it's been one thing you all should know is that sir and sir has really, really helped a lot of so-called legends now who's playing, and I've been so grateful that I could watch him, been around him in Chennai leagues as well. In fact, a lot of matches he's seen also against also. And one more thing I want to say, everyone is. Please keep watching, and as sir said earlier, subscribe, and you have no idea, lot of people are so grateful to sir, and you will end up seeing a lot of surprises here. So all the very best, and thank you, sir. Really grateful for this show. Love you and lots of
Much
respect.
appreciated, Sri. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
That was Sreesanth, as colorful and as entertaining as he's always been. And I'm sure you would have enjoyed the chat. Until I catch up with you in a week's time, be good and take care.